Hi, this is Niels Han Dynasty coming to you live from the basement. Gandalf, say hello, baby. You sexy boy. Look at that. Look at that. He knows I'm right most of the time, too. Uh, this right here report, oh, I'm sorry, by Silver and Platinum. Be kind, helpful, grateful. Uh, like, share, and subscribe. This story here I'm excited to bring you because it's one of those. I'm right. China and Russia will be going to war. Uh, no one sees it. No one sees it except for the 20. Well, I've got 100 subscribers, but only about 20 watch. Uh, and the report I'm fixing to give you is going to tell you why Russia and China are going to be going to war. In my opinion. But anyhow, I hope you guys enjoy this.
North Korea became the second Russian ally to formally recognize the independence of the breakaway Ukrainian regions of Donetsk People's Republic and Luhansk People's Republic. North Korea followed the footsteps of Syria, a staunch ally of Moscow, and recognized the independence and sovereignty of the two separatist republics in eastern Ukraine at end of June. Prior to launching an all-out invasion of Ukraine, Moscow declared the separatist oblasts of Donetsk and Luhansk independent in February. After 5 months of the rigorous war, Russia has almost annexed the Donbas region, and this has made the life of North Koreans easy. Now, without worrying about possible opposition from the Ukrainian government, North Korea can intensify its efforts to evade sanctions in Eastern Europe. North Korea has a shared history of forced labor and migration as their people used to travel to China and Russia in search of work. The partnership with Russia goes back to the Cold War when exiled Soviet Koreans assisted in building political and social infrastructure in North Korea as well as countless industrial projects in both Pyongyang and Moscow. After North Korea fired a long-range missile in December 2017, the UN Security Council sanctioned Pyongyang, asking all member states to repatriate all North Korean workers living in their respective countries in 2 years. The move was aimed to deprive North Korea of a rare legitimate source of foreign currency worth hundreds of millions of dollars a year. According to an earlier estimate by the US State Department, about
Just hang in there, it
100,000
gets
North
interesting.
Koreans were thought to be employed abroad in 2017. Some experts say North Korea used to earn between $200 million and $500 million a year from these workers. However, by recognizing the independence of the breakaway regions, North Korea can expand its sanctions evasion campaign in Eastern Europe with help of Russia and can send its workers there. Despite the fact that North Korea is in breach of US and UN sanctions, Russia is willing to assist it economically by reducing its reliance on China. Russia's ambassador to North Korea recently said that Korean builders will be an asset in the serious task of restoring social, infrastructural, and industrial facilities destroyed by the retreating.
Okay, this right here tells me that Russia is going to be supplying them with the steel. I did a report the other day about how China's steel industry is falling apart. So if the Russian ambassador to North Korea is telling them to work on their infrastructure, restoring it and all this stuff, they're going to need steel. So apparently Russia is going to turn around and we're going to see a lot of steel come out of Russia.
Ukronazis. North Korea's ties with South Korea have also begun to normalize after the Conservative Party was elected in the latter country. We can see the narratives change as North Koreans who have been reluctant to publicize information about South Korea's democratic elections were quick to recognize the conservative president Yoon Suk Yeol. Furthermore,
Okay, hold on a second here.
Were quick to recognize the conservative president.
Consolidative president. Is he like the North and South Korean president now? I'm gonna have to do a deep dive into this.
Furthermore, North Korea has been constantly distancing itself from China, its largest trading partner, ever since China halted its railroad freight traffic to North Korea because of the COVID-19 spread. China, which presently accounts for more than 90% of North Korea's overall trade volume and the majority of its food and energy imports, is set to lose its position as its largest trading partner.
Okay. I've been bringing you report after report after report of the problems that China's having internally and everything else. Now, their number one local trading partner, who gives them 90% of their country's orders to China, are going to switch it over to Russia. Money starts wars.
The overdependence on China continues to be the greatest concern for North Korea. China's brazen disregard for North Korea's economic health has led Pyongyang to forge considerably closer ties with Russia. Economic independence and diversification in trade relations for Pyongyang will benefit it immensely in long run. Thus, South Korea and Russia are ready to help North Korea break out of China's economic trap.
Russia and South Korea are going to help North Korea break out of China's debt trap. Do you have an understanding of why I say China and Russia are going to be going to war? That is why, one of many reasons. But I hope this is enlightening. I hope it maybe interests you enough to like, share, and subscribe, and possibly do some more research on your own so you can become more knowledgeable on things that are actually happening in the world, so you're not one of the ones that are deceived. You guys have a great evening. Bye-bye.